My name's Doug.
And my name is Ashley.
And we live
out in the country.
And we're back with another video to give you guys an update of our life and where we're at right now today. Right when it was getting nice out, winter came back and slapped us in the face. So we have had a few days of just blowing cold snow.
It was like snowing this morning again.
Yeah, it's been cold.
I don't ever remember a spring like this.
And yeah, if you look at our videos, which are a little cringy, but if you look at our videos from 1 year ago, we were in t-shirts at this time.
And the trees were green and the grass was getting like green and weeds and stuff. And this year it's like there's nothing.
There's no leaves, there's no growth, it's cold. So
it's weird.
Strange, very cold spring. So for the last couple days we haven't been doing much of anything, catching up on work inside, on the computer, that kind of stuff.
And just waiting for good weather.
But we did accomplish a couple little things, so I guess we can show you. Ashley picked up some starting mix. You know what that means?
We're gonna try to grow some onions.
Yeah. We might plant a few things this year after all.
Yeah. We also bought some sunflower seeds. And I have some flower bulbs I'm going to be planting in the nature area.
That'd be cool.
We're going to do that soon, once it starts warming up.
We might do a couple more veggies too. It all depends on how everything goes.
Yeah.
Also, wood, pallets. I've been collecting some various pieces of lumber that we can use for projects coming up. And I got some good stuff here. And we got some more. This one's really nice. It's got poplar on it all the way across. Nice wood.
Whenever we go out, we try to see like if there's any pallets out for free that we can take.
Yeah.
So try to make the most of a trip.
Ooh. Look at this one. Look at these boards.
Those are nice.
Really nice.
I like them.
There's two more I want to get, and I might go grab them tonight.
Of these?
No, different kind. Nice wood though. So all of this mess we're gonna be bringing back to the barn eventually and putting it in there or back there somewhere.
Yep.
We also got a 50-pound bag of black sunflower seed.
Black oil sunflower seeds.
So Ashley's gonna start feeding the big birds. We'll see what we can get.
We're gonna hang up that new platform bird feeder we got and put this in it.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I think we'll get some cool birds at that one.
Yeah. We are getting ready to go. I guess we're gonna go grab that pallet wood that I want. We're bringing some tools with us. We might try to disassemble the pallets there and just bring the wood. We'll see.
So while we're going out there, we're gonna bring some recyclables with us. This is where we bring our recyclables. The red ones are for cardboard, and then the ones we need are down here.
We are here at the pallet pile, and let me get a couple that I wanted. Let's see what we got.
Is this one of them?
Yeah, I wanted these two because they have some good 2x4s and some pretty decent boards on them.
Yeah.
And let's see what we can find in here. So what do you think? Is it easier to do that or just throw them on top?
Yeah, it doesn't take too much time. And we can bring home more.
I'm looking at this massive pallet under here, and you can see it has some really long wood on it. I don't know, I might try to dig that out. So our trip was successful. We got the pallets that we wanted and made it back home safely. They're still on and in the car. We'll unload those probably tomorrow. They got a lot of good wood over there, and we're going to start kind of stocking up on it so we can build stuff without spending too much money. One of my plans is to build a chicken brooder so we can buy some chicks or some eggs to hatch out. And I'm not sure what I want to build it out of yet. I'm considering building it out of pallets. But I also have those garage doors that I took off the old barn, and I was actually thinking about building a brooder out of the garage doors. So I'm not sure if I want to do garage door brooder or a pallet brooder. I'm trying to decide between the two. They both sound fun. I don't know. We'll see. We got a lot of plans. We're just waiting for the weather and the money and to come together so we can just get it all done. And so while we've been, kind of taking a break for the last few days, we've been kind of reflecting on this past year, and we've been watching some of our old videos from a year ago. And it's interesting to see how much has changed in that 1 year, just a short year.
A lot.
And I think that we made some good decisions back then. If you guys haven't been following our channel, some of this might be new to you. But basically 1 year ago, we were living in a city in Kokomo, Indiana. And we had a nice enough property, but we were right in the middle of the city of Kokomo. And
we never wanted to stay there forever. It was just a stepping stone, but...
We knew it was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
We've been moving and working towards our goals for a long time. And that was just another step in that. Well, what happened was we got a little carried away there. We were fixing the house so that it could be finished and we could sell it and we could move someplace better. In the middle of that, we wanted to get some chickens and start doing things that we've been dreaming of for so long. So we built the chicken coop, got chicks and all that, and that was really a fun, good experience. And then we started trying to get into gardening, and I wanted to have quail, so we started getting into that, and then we wanted to build a greenhouse, and we worked on that.
We were just putting too much emphasis on that property when we shouldn't have been doing all that stuff.
We were watching a lot of homesteading YouTube channels, and you know how it kind of rubs off on you. It's something we've always wanted to do, but it was coming too quickly. We had a certain goal in mind, and we were starting to rush into it instead of follow the path toward that goal. And it was a lot of this mentality of start where you're at. There's some channels that always tell people start where you're at, do what you can where you are, and we kind of fell into that and started doing that, but we realized that it was actually bad advice for us. It might be good for somebody else, but what happens? We
didn't want to stay where we were at, but then we were like trying to do things. I don't know. Yeah.
If you look back at one of our videos, it really we came to this realization because we still had debts, and we actually had a lot of debt at that point, and we were having some financial struggles, and I was trying to kind of ignore those. We ignored them for a long time, just kind of hoping they would go away, and obviously they weren't. And we were getting off track of our goal because we were so focused on just doing things there that we were keeping ourselves there. So the problem with start where you're at is that you get locked into where you're at. You're building infrastructure, you're buying animals, you're doing stuff, and that's bringing you further away from where you need to be. Instead, all that time, all that money, all that effort and energy could be getting yourself to where you need to be so you can do it properly and be happy.
Yeah.
So my advice would be don't start where you're at. Focus
Unless you like being where you're at.
Yeah, but that would imply that you're just starting. I mean,
guess so. Yeah.
I mean,
just work towards where you want to be.
Put your energy toward getting yourself to a better place in your life. Where do you want to be? What is your goals?
That's where all of your money and time and effort should go.
If you want to plant a garden, some seeds, that's not a big investment. But if you're going to be getting animals or putting up fences, building structures, that's all time and money and effort that you will have to walk away from. And that's, it's not worth it. It holds you back. I kind of like thinking of it like people, and I've seen plenty of them who have, people have a job and they hate the job, but they have a job, so they don't bother looking for a new job. They're just content to go to work as long as they have a paycheck coming in, even though they're not happy with it. But when they lose that job, suddenly they go out and they have to find a job, so they start looking, and then they find something hopefully better. That's kind of how this is. When you have the animals and you have the gardens and all that, even though you're not happy, it's getting you by. It's like that paycheck, even though you don't like the job. You're kind of homesteading, you're kind of doing it, you're producing some food.
Even though you don't really like living there.
You don't really like your property, it's not in a good area or it's not big enough, but you're doing it, so you're like, okay, it's fine. And you become content in something that you're not really happy with.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps you locked in that cycle of kind of dealing with it instead of making your life better. So if we weren't struggling so much, maybe we wouldn't have stopped to look at what we were doing.
Yeah.
But so that really helped us because we reevaluated our lives and said, what are we doing? Why are we putting so much effort? And we halted everything.
It was just like one day we came to this conclusion, like it snapped in our minds.
Yeah. And we just said, why are we building this and doing this and trying to get this quail room and all this stuff? For what? Because if we're not going to be here in a year, then
it's weird how just one day
it really hit us. And then we went back into focus mode and we said, we have to move. This is the only way we're going to get out of the debts and problems that we're under. We have to move. So we
put all of our time and money into fixing the house.
We pulled out the credit cards and we just got the house done.
Yeah.
And that put us even further under, so we had to sell the house because we knew that. We knew as soon as we started spending money that we had to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And we just took that chance. And I'm telling you, 1 year ago, we had no idea we were even moving yet.
No.
And here we are on this new property and we're loving it. And it's so much better. And it's
awesome.
Not the perfect property that we wanted. It has some problems, but it's way better even than we expected. And maybe this will be. We're fine here. I mean, I'd stay for a long time.
Yeah.
But it could end up being a stepping stone. But
could be.
We don't know the future. If you think about a year ago, we didn't know we were even moving yet.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. Then how can anything is possible?
It's so weird.
And it just shows the power of just taking a risk, taking a chance, and pushing toward your goals and working toward your goals. Because we really said we're going all out.
Mm-hmm.
We just swiped the cards. And
we did the roof, we did the foundation, we did all the other work.
We worked harder than we worked. And
last summer was like we were working hard.
I never knew I could do a foundation wall, and we did it because we said we're doing this. We're making it happen.
That was the hardest job I've ever done in my life.
And
for weeks we just slaved over that wall.
Yeah.
So heavy and dirty and wow.
Yeah, and a lot of little jobs that had to be done. And working on the house, selling everything, just getting everything ready. And we ended up just moving so much quicker than...
Yeah, it's crazy.
And finding this place, and it just came together. It just fell into place, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't do that, if we didn't take that chance to just chase after our dreams and say, we're gonna make this happen. We're not gonna be content sitting here struggling, living, to pay our bills and not doing what we really want and love.
Yeah. And at a house we didn't like being at.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty amazing to look back.
Mm-hmm. It's cool to have all the videos that we can look back at.
She really loves watching our videos. And I like watching some of them, but some of them I just, you don't like to watch
cringy.
It. Yeah, it is what it is. Wow, so that's all we want to say is, for us, start where you're at was actually keeping us kind of locked into something we didn't want. So, I mean, just we had to wake up, snap out of it, get back on track, and get to where we needed to be. And this is where we needed to be.
Yeah.
And now we can do things right. Now we have good soil. We have space for the animals that we actually want. And
we can get any kind of livestock here.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. You know, but we pushed and we worked. We worked hard for a long time. This isn't like, you know, a couple of city kids moving to the country trying to be farmers. This is something that we've always loved. And Ashley grew up in the country on a family farm, and we've...
I was just constantly in the fields and woods all the time, four-wheeling
and I didn't live on a farm, but my family was farmers. My grandpa had a farm, and we always went up to my grandfather's house when he was alive, and you know, played in the fields and the woods around all the animals. And it's just something that we've both been into. We've always, for as long as we can remember, wanted goats, and we changed that plan a little bit, but we wanted to be goat farmers.
I used to design like my dad's field layout, like how I would put fencing up and stuff. I don't know. I was just always into all that stuff.
So we couldn't make our dreams happen there, so we chased them out here, and we came out west, you know, and slowly we've been making that happen. And we're happy with where we're at now, I would say.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck someplace that you don't want to be, and we see it happen all the time where people are in these cities and they're getting chickens and they're getting animals and they're trying to live this lifestyle, and then a lot of times they have to get rid of them because somebody complains and it turns into a disaster. Don't do it. Focus on getting to where you want to be.
Save your money. Try to buy a property or go live where you can do those things that you want to do.
And in the meantime, study, learn, read. Oh, I spend so much time looking at plans for chicken coops, learning about, you know, whatever, a vegetable I want to grow, or a breed of chickens I want to raise, or whatever. We research. Just spend your time learning, educating yourself. You don't have to be doing it. You have nobody to impress. You know, you don't have to live up to anybody else's standard. Just because that's what happens is you see other people doing stuff and you start wanting to do it. And just do it smart and you'll be happier in the end.
Yep.
So now that we're here, well, we got a lot of work to do, and now we feel comfortable putting infrastructure in place, to building fences, fixing the barn, doing all this stuff. This feels right because we're building investment in the property and we feel comfortable here. We feel like we can really do what we want to do without any problems. We're zoned agriculture. We can just have at it, basically. And that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
So now we can start where we're at.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
And if you do have infrastructure in place, if you have buildings and greenhouses and animals, don't get in the mindset that you're stuck there. You can leave. We walked away from a brand new greenhouse. We never even used it.
Yeah.
We built it and walked away from it because we realized that it was a distraction from the goal.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to just take a loss and move forward with your life, and always be seeking to better the way you live. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Hope that helps somebody, because we really were getting ourselves into a rut.
We were.
So we're free of it, and it's going to be awesome now. We're so looking forward to spring. This cold spring is driving us crazy.
We still haven't seen this property with greenness.
Yeah.
We're still waiting.
And there's going to be so much ahead. We're looking forward to that, and we feel good, and we feel happy. And a lot of you guys have noticed it, and you guys talk about how you haven't seen us smile so much, especially Ashley. I've never seen her smile this much. She's just loving being out here. It just feels like home.
It's the best place we've ever lived together.
So we're happy. That's good.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. We just wanted to share our thoughts tonight. There hasn't been too much going on, but we definitely have some cool projects coming up. We love hearing from you guys, so please leave a comment below. And until next time, take care.
Bye.